Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Jeffrey Wilson coming to you live and direct right here from the River Center, right here in downtown Davenport, Iowa, for Caged Aggression 26, Battle Tested. And joining me tonight, he needs no introduction, but he gets one anyway. UFC Hall of Famer, trainer of champions, Pat Miletich. Pat, how we doing tonight, champ?
Nobody cares how I'm doing. Let's get to the fights, brother.
All right, absolutely. But it is so very beautiful, champ. Lately, things have come so poetically full circle. As we all know, your mixed martial arts career started here in the Quad Cities. You are a pioneer of the sport. So it's cool that you now have teamed up with Caged Aggression MMA to basically extend a little bit of wisdom, insight, experience with some of these up-and-coming fighters, and also bringing a little bit of that Miletich fighting system back to the Quad Cities.
Well, I mean, look, the Quad Cities has a rich tradition and history in mixed martial arts that is known by all. I mean, this area put, gosh, over 100 kids into televised careers, 12 world champions, 2 team world champions in the IFL also on top of that. And I would pit the Quad Cities against any major metropolitan area in the country, including New York City, Houston, Dallas, places like that, St. Louis. Any of them have not put out the numbers that the Quad Cities has. And I tell you what, what's really neat is that Mike Goodwin's Caged Aggression has kept the momentum going here.
Absolutely. They breed warriors around here in the Quad Cities, I tell you what. And I'm telling you, we have a tremendous co-main and main event tonight. Man, our main event, these guys have absolutely no love lost for each other. They do not like one another. This has been a rivalry that has grown exponentially over these last few weeks. We're talking about Michael Shipp facing off against Josh Neal. Champ, how are we seeing that one going?
Well, Shipp and Neal are 2 different styles of fighters. That's what I love about MMA. Guys can choose what they envision in their brain for their style. Shipp is more of a brawler, a guy that would love to fight in an alley. Neal is more of a technical striker, a guy that likes to stay on the outside, pick and choose his shots. Both guys claim supremacy on the ground. If it goes there, that remains to be seen. But I can tell you, this fight's going to be dictated on who's going to dictate on their feet. Will Neal keep it under control and turn it into a tactical fight, or can Shipp turn it into a brawl?
Well, and again, it has been rather emotional. We'll see if these gentlemen are able to keep their emotions at the door. And our co-main event, looking forward to this one, Dominic the Heat Martin going up against a very tough Sam Agushi.
Yeah, Agushi, a guy who's very good Muay Thai, also very good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Martin, a guy with that wrestling background, heavy hands when he strikes, and also very good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He probably would like to take this fight to the ground and put a hurting on Agushi. Agushi probably doesn't mind being on his back because he says that he can submit him. That remains to be seen. What's going to happen, though, between those two? It's going to be very exciting.
We will see. We are moments away, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have 3 amateur fights starting everything off, man. It's going to be awesome. Title fights. Martin Vancil versus Blake Goodenbauer. We're talking about the heavyweights, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be throwing wrecking balls. Moving on, we got J.J. Redmond versus Lee Colvin. Brooke Swinburne versus Brant Cooper. We got the ladies in the cage tonight. Eileen Villalobos versus Claire Schneckcloth. Billy Bird versus Cody Burke, Frank Young versus Sean Johnson, in a brawl that is 10 years in the making. Clint Anderson versus Mackenzie, the Ghetto Gorilla Jackson. Champ, we're going to need to know the rules on what's going on tonight. What are the rules for our contest this evening?
Well, the Iowa Athletic Commission will obviously oversee tonight's Caged Aggression 26. The amateur fights, which are title fights, will be 5 3-minute rounds. In Iowa, amateurs cannot throw elbows and knees to the head. But then we go on to the pro card, where elbows and knees to the head, of course, are legal because they follow international rules, and the 10-point must scoring system will be used.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to throw it to our ring announcer, Jason Vargas, to kick us off. Cooper definitely got hit with something. Love to see that replay. See if it was a flush shot in the jewels or not. Sean Johnson, Frank Young about to square off. Sean Johnson, again, laser focus, not taking his eyes off of Frank Young during that introduction. About ready to get on the good foot and do the bad thing, ladies and gentlemen. First round opens up. Touches gloves in the middle of the cage. And here we go. Young opens up with an inside leg kick. Outside leg kick. Sean Johnson responds in kind.
Nice.
Whoa!
Right hand.
Caught him, champ, with that right hand, dropped him. Unloads, it's over. Cancel Christmas, it is over. Frank Young making quick work of Sean Johnson. Did you see that? Holy moly. Grand opening, grand closing. Frank Young giving the business to Sean Johnson.
Beautiful job throwing that inside kick followed by the right hand.
Set that up,
Johnson.
Yes, set
and
that
then followed
up.
up with heavy leather on the ground. Frank celebrating quick. Wanted to get out of there.
That's how you go out, champ. That's how you go out.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, so Jeffrey, take us through the recap of the evening.
Absolutely. What an incredible card we witnessed here tonight, champ. Starting out, obviously, with the heavyweights, Blake Goodenbauer with a nice, impressive win over Martin Vancil. Lee Colvin chalking up the W against J.J. Redmond. Brock Swinburne, Brant Cooper, that was an incredible fight there. Aylin Villalobos, impressive.
Showing that she's well-rounded. She had very good striking.
Absolutely.
Her kicks in really well with her hand skills.
Against Claire Schnicklot, that was very, very impressive. Billy Bird versus Cody Burke. Cody Burke with a dominant first round win and performance. Frank Young with his last fight.
17-second KO, big right hand.
17 seconds to end his MMA career with a bang, ladies and gentlemen. And then Clint Anderson, Mackenzie Jackson, a fight 10 years in the making. Clint Anderson couldn't quite come out for that second round.
Couldn't answer the bell for the third round, made it through the first two.
Yeah, Mackenzie Jackson picking up the W there. And Sam Iguchi with a very, very impressive stoppage.
That was a hell of a fight.
That very much so.
Martin versus Iguchi was, I think, fight of the night overall.
Yeah, Dominic came in with some fury there, but Sam Iguchi wound up edging him out. And in the main event, Michael Shipp and Josh Neal. Josh Neal, man.
Edges it out.
It was
a very good fight.
Picks up the W against Michael Shipp.
It did come down to really that first round that was very, very close.
Absolutely.
I had Shipp slightly up in that, but, hey, you can't leave it to the judges.
Yeah, and I would love to see that one ran back. That's one I would definitely see ran back. But an incredible card. Caged Aggression MMA. I'm so very thankful to be a part of this with you, Pat. Obviously, the entire crew, man. You guys have been putting in so many hours, and I thank you so much. Our boys on our team, Justin Holstein, Kelly Jeffries, Pat, myself, we've just been working hard, and we're so very thankful to be teamed up with Caged MMA. This is the beginning of a very beautiful...
Mike Goodwin, great job.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Paul Martinez and his whole team done a great job. We put this together in 3 weeks, folks, and look, I can't thank all the guys enough who have put the work in to make this happen. 3 weeks. 3 weeks we pulled off a pay-per-view. And look, we're just simple Iowa boys, man. But we got it done.
Trying to make it happen. So for me, myself, Jeffrey Wilson, from my co-broadcaster, Pat Miletich, for our whole crew, again, thank you, Caged Aggression MMA. Thank you, Mike Goodwin. And you guys, peace and so much love. We are signing off here from the River Center and going to enjoy the after party right over here at the Barrel House. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace and so much love.